Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Borkino game video. Today's video is dedicated to June, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. Plus, we'll talk about a couple of events that are occurring, just one event that they added. Alright, let's go here, and then this is going to be her base stats, I believe. Note that even if you obtain her shard, she's going to come at 3-star, and she can only be at max rank 7, level 80. Now, a couple of things. People have shown in Reddit that they have been able to obtain some of her shards. I'll leave it in the description and stuff, and I'll also link my Google spreadsheet right here. So, going over her, is she going to be the Shizna? Do you need a pull for her? Well, just note that she is the best PvE tank in the game. Some of you are probably wondering what makes her so great. Well, if you go into her skills right here, she has a barrier that gives you the ability to absorb damage. So, she can absorb up to 4,455 physical and magical damage. If that gets dealt to her, she can recover all of that back, so long as it's within the time span of the barrier lasting. That's really cool, and not to mention she has her own heal, and then not to mention she has a physical defense debuff, and then she also has a little bit of magic defense boosting, I guess, for her skill 3. It's passive, right? But at the same time, she's still absolutely amazing. Now, what is she good at in particular? She's going to be good at, events, clan battle, pretty much anything evolving like a boss mode. Like, she'd probably even be good for dungeon and tackling like the current very hard. So if you're like struggling with like beating some of the bosses here, she'll be pretty good at it. Now, the thing that I don't want us to use June for is Battle Arena. The only reason why is if you looked at the right here in the Google spreadsheets, you can see that her simple evaluation on app media, weak to physical parties specializing in firepower. All that really means is that if she gets bombarded with attacks, her barrier will pretty much break. She'll absorb some HP, but it won't be enough to the point to keep her alive. So Miyako is still a better tank in PvP just because Miyako has evasion. She can stay invincible. Miyako also has great physical. So while June can tank both magical and physical damage, being an all-rounder and trying to take all the hits while also absorbing them doesn't really work out in her favor because Miyako's good at one thing, and this is what happens in characters where they're jack of all trades, a master of none, where they will be good at certain playstyles. So June is definitely the one for story just because she has the ability to tank different damage types and also provide defense down while also keeping herself mainly alive, right? Just note that she cannot taunt, she cannot do anything like in the regards of like, providing other characters buffs, while keeping other people alive is definitely one of her priorities. I think being able to essentially keep herself alive is the main priority as a tank, because a lot of times tanks have the issues of dying too quickly. Unfortunately, Priconne has that, but Priconne is a more offensive, like an actual attacking buff-oriented tank. June comes out the gate swinging. She's able to take hits. Just note that June will not be able to deal damage, and then this is going to be where her hard chards are going to be appearing. 14-3, 22-3, so that's going to be fairly far away. She won't be like the character that will change PvP, but she will be meta defining for story, alright? And anyone who has at least 15,000 jewels or more should pull for her. But if you already have Miyako and Nozomi and you are like, I don't have enough jewels, then don't pull for her because I don't want you to go broke. But the thing is she will just make story much easier. I regret not pulling for her in JP. It's one of the things where it's like, if I just had her, my life would have been much easier. And one of my favorite parts about June is just her ability to stay alive. Because weird as it sounds, like Miyako can stay alive to a certain degree, but then magical attacks just absolutely ruin her. So let's go ahead and cover the event that's currently occurring. If you go into home, you go into notices, you can see the events right here. Grotto quest drop ×2. I'm not sure why they added this. This is going to be appearing at 1 p.m. So don't do this right now as of this recording. It's not technically currently appearing because it's only like 9:20 a.m. for me. So wait until that. It's going to be here for at least a week, I believe, February 8th. That's pretty cool. I hope we get more stuff. It's always nice to just get more stuff. I hope they do like a double drop event in general. I'm not sure if June is going to be releasing anytime soon. Just note that she will also be an absolute necessity for clan battles. So folks who are like super competitive, they're like, I want you to have both Makoto and June in order to join this high-end clan, right? By the way, like, we're not a high-end clan, and I'm not taking this too seriously. Depending on how the first clan battle goes, people have been asking, what's my clan? This is my clan. Depending on how this goes, we'll either boom or we'll stay. See how it goes, right? But for the most part, if you want Jun, definitely pull for her. As far as like her aesthetic goes, she's the only one with like a full armor kit, and you can't go wrong pulling for her. It's just that don't expect to get her, and if they don't implement the pity system with Jun, I'll be very disappointed, because that's one of the few ways that, you know, we can actually get her, because, you know, even with 45,000 gems, which is the pity, sometimes you might not be able to get her because, you know, unlucky is unlucky, right? Just some last tidbits for Jun. Make sure to go to the quest helper if you want to prep for her gear. You know, set everything to legacy mode over in the settings, and then also make sure to keep it under rank 7, because this is essentially all the gear that you want to farm. Don't go over it, because it'll start recommending gear that you technically cannot farm because it's in, you know, more difficult stages or stages that are unavailable to us. Here is the image of the Jun memory shard, and then here is the actual view. TLDR, if you are competitive and have enough jewels, she is strong but not required for anything, so don't trust your luck too much without enough jewels. What they mean by that is, if you already have like Miyako, you already have Nozomi, you have tanks that are pretty much already really strong, then you'll be fine. Also, look at these people. 5-star Nozomi. I can't take this. All right, let's go ahead and showcase Jun in all her glory. We're going to jump right here into this 5-13 stage. We're going to bring Jun right here, 70. Now, she is going to be by herself. Let's see if she can do it by herself. This is like a fully starred up with UE. No, does it have UE? It'll show if it has UE, if it has like, okay, no UE for this Jun, because it'll have like this little purple thing going on right there. But let's go ahead and see if she is worth the hype, you know what I mean? Because a lot of you are probably curious, okay, everyone keeps talking about Jun. By the way, this is in 3x speed. Is she going to be worth it? Now, this is a level 70 5-star Jun, so she's going to crush absolutely everything. She shouldn't have any issues. Look how she's pretty much just tanking everything. Other characters, while they are good, Jun is one of the ones that can just, she can't deal damage, but she can just take all the hits. And look at all those heals. Like, granted, we are way below like the threshold that we're supposed to be in, but we want to show Jun in her best light possible, right? Now, I feel like Jun will time out here, and that's a good showcase to pretty much display where she shines. Because in some cases, you know, you want Jun to tank. In other cases, she's not going to be here to deal damage, but she is dealing some physical defense downs. Can she do it? She's level 70. I think she could do it. She only has 10 seconds left on the clock. Can she do it? Can she do it, or will she just tank? Nope, she can't do it. Oh well. At least you got to see her gameplay and, you know, see what she is all about, right? At the end of the day, if you are having fun, though, with your current party and your current roster, just don't go too crazy, right? Even if Jun is meta and you're like, man, I'm missing out on this character, she will be added to the permanent pool for gacha. So you won't have to worry about, like, you know, her disappearing for a lifetime. She's not a limited unit. So you can pull, like, you know, how you go into premium, she'll be able to appear here. Hopefully one day in the draw rate. Is she? No, okay, she won't be here. Just note that people can get shards for her. So whenever she probably gets her focus, she'll probably appear in the premium banner. I'm just generally curious if she would appear here. But anyways, if you have any more questions regarding Jun and her overall build, easy recommend for story. She's going to shine all the way through. She's going to stay alive, which is the most important part. I feel like everyone needs her, and if you don't need her, it's probably because of the fact that you don't like her aesthetic and you just want to save your gems for future waifus, alright? Anyways, if you made it this far in this video, consider subscribing, dropping a like, leaving a comment. 12,500 subs, we'll be doing a giveaway. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.